1. Trying intermittent fasting. Intermittent fasting, IF, is a pattern of eating that involves regular short-term fasts and consuming meals within a shorter time period during the day. Several studies trusted source have indicated that short-term intermittent fasting, which is up to 24 weeks in duration, leads to weight loss in overweight individuals. The most common intermittent fasting methods include the following. Alternate day fasting. Trusted source, ADF, fast every other day and eat a typical diet on non-fasting days. The modified version. Trusted source involves eating just 25 to 30% of the body's energy needs on fasting days. The 5-to-2 diet. Fast on 2 out of every 7 days. On fasting days eat 500 to 600 calories. The 16/8 method. Fast for 16 hours and eat only during an 8-hour window. For most people, the 8-hour window would be around noon to 8 p.m. A study on this method found that eating during a restricted period resulted in the participants consuming fewer calories and losing weight. It is best to adopt a healthy eating pattern. Trusted source on non-fasting days and to avoid overeating. 2. Eating protein for breakfast. Protein can regulate appetite hormones to help people feel full. This is mostly due to a decrease in the hunger hormone ghrelin and a rise in the satiety hormones peptide YY, GLP-1, and cholecystokinin. Trusted source. Research. Trusted source on young adults has also demonstrated that the hormonal effects of eating a high-protein breakfast can last for several hours. Good choices for a high-protein breakfast include eggs, oats, nut and seed butters, quinoa porridge, sardines, and chia seed pudding. 3. Cutting back on sugar and refined carbohydrates. The Western diet is increasingly high in added sugars, which has definite links to obesity. Trusted source. Even when the sugar occurs in beverages. Trusted source rather than food. Refined carbohydrates are heavily processed foods that no longer contain fiber and other nutrients. These include white rice, bread, and pasta. These foods are quick to digest, and they convert to glucose rapidly. Excess glucose enters the blood and provokes the hormone insulin, which promotes fat storage in the adipose tissue. This contributes to weight gain. Where possible, people should swap processed and sugary foods for more healthful options. Good food swaps include whole grain rice, bread, and pasta instead of the white versions. Fruit, nuts, and seeds instead of high-sugar snacks. Herb teas and fruit-infused water instead of high-sugar sodas. Smoothies with water or milk instead of fruit juice. 4. Eating plenty of fiber. Dietary fiber describes plant-based carbohydrates that are impossible to digest in the small intestine, unlike sugar and starch. Including plenty of fiber in the diet can increase the feeling of fullness, potentially leading to weight loss. Fiber-rich foods include whole grain breakfast cereals, whole wheat pasta, whole grain bread, oats, barley, and rye. Fruit and vegetables. Peas, beans, and pulses. 4. Nuts and seeds. 5. Managing your stress levels. Stress triggers the release of hormones such as adrenaline and cortisol, which initially decrease the appetite as part of the body's fight or flight response. However, when people are under constant stress, cortisol can remain in the bloodstream for longer, which will increase their appetite. Trusted source and potentially lead to them eating more. Cortisol signals the need to replenish the body's nutritional stores from the preferred source of fuel, carbohydrate. Insulin then transports the sugar from carbohydrates from the blood to the muscles and brain. If the individual does not use this sugar in fight or flight, the body will store it as fat. Researchers found. Trusted source that implementing an 8-week stress management intervention program resulted in a significant reduction in the body mass index, BMI, of children and adolescents who are overweight or have obesity. Some methods of managing stress include 1. Yoga, meditation, or Tai Chi. 2. Breathing and relaxation techniques. 3. Spending some time outdoors, for example walking or gardening.